Wow, okay.
Nope, nah, whatever. Biggest rip-off of my life.
Too much money.
This stream is way behind. Holy crap. Can I please get some bombs? Why is it now giving me
Oh, it's working.
Oh, hi.
I guess I should watch the thing.
Yes, it is way behind. I need that lantern.
Oh, this is like the randomizer.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I just saw you die, so that's a marker of where it's at for me.
I think you're probably more caught up than I am. I don't know.
Oh no, I can hear myself.
Yeah, it's kind of a problem with since I haven't. I don't know, there's a way to fix that.
Huh. I can hear myself. Then I can also hear you talking after you already said that. If that makes sense.
Yeah. That's what I need.
So, do you have any amazing loot yet?
I got the Titan Snakes.
Oh no.
Which isn't doing me much good. Well, that opens up a lot more.
What is the sprite supposed to do?
It's a Unica Toga from East Origin. Probably have not played or heard of.
May as well be speaking another language.
I could, but not very well.
True.
Hmm. Oh, hello.
Yo.
Yeah, you have to mute the actual stream,
Okay. So
else you get that stopward effect.
I have no idea how far behind the stream is compared to what's actually going on.
well, from the delay in the loop, if I remember, it seemed like it was about 10 seconds.
Here, we can test this. Do a spin attack. Tell us when you do it.
Okay. And now.
Yeah, about 10, 11 seconds, something.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't refreshed the page, so mine's like several minutes behind.
Oh.
Unless you have like godly internet, you're probably always gonna have at least a 7-second lag.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
a few seconds isn't too bad.
It's better than Twitch's like 30-second delay.
Yeah. That gets annoying sometimes.
I went to open my Google Play app and I accidentally clicked VLC because they're both orange triangles.
Oh gosh.
Keep making that mistake.
This is not going well.
What kind of progress do you have?
I have very little progress
Nice.
because I've had crap luck with items I know.
There's something I've seen on randomizers before where there's like a panel that shows all the items they have.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is, like if it's an add-on or...
It's a plugin or something, whatever you want to call it, that they have like in their stream setup. You know how like sometimes they'll add in like a face cam or splits.
Oh, I
they'll have
see.
if they're doing speed runs. It's like one of those. They
So
had
they
one
just
during
capture
AG.
I
Yeah.
was looking at their, I don't know, GitHub or whatever they posted in. There's like an option apparently for like SRAM checker. Yeah. And apparently that like regularly checks certain values in the game and like does an overlay for you, but I've never played this. I don't.
Yeah, so here's everything I've got when it shows up.
All I know is you're supposedly not able to soft lock the game, so
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, that's pretty sparse. That's genuinely cool though if they really did manage. I'm assuming that that's the case, that the randomizer can't lock you.
yeah.
It's pretty cool. Probably took a lot of planning to make that work.
Yeah, probably. This is the same one they use for the AGDQ run, I think.
Yeah, the other thing I was looking at was like the different versions they had, and like for the first couple versions, you got like the Titan's Mint, but then later on you could get just the regular Power Glove and it would overlay it,
Oh no.
which is just instant.
Yeah, I think they managed
wait,
that's
really?
progression based now.
Yeah, I was gonna say they definitely changed that.
Yeah,
Seems
like
like-
it seems like they fixed it.
Like you can't get the big shield before you get the small shield. You just find a shield and it's whatever one you don't have yet.
That's really smart if it's flexible like that.
Alright.
Well, I think like I'm trying to think if the actual base game works like that for like shields and swords and tunics. I think, where it's just whatever one you get is the next level.
I've never glitched this game out to try and get things early.
I'm honestly surprised that, like, I've never heard of an official game coming with like a randomized mode. I don't know if it's something maybe some indie studios have done.
The only thing I could think of are roguelikes, which is not exactly...
Yeah, because it's already got that
Yeah.
aspect to it.
I know somebody made... Laura was showing me a Dark Souls randomizer that someone made.
I wonder how that would work. Because Dark Souls is kind of linear, right? Like, I mean, there are two directions you can go at the start, but...
Yeah, well, apparently there are several key items that you have to get for progression value, or progression's sake, but I honestly don't know how randomized it would be aside from just the equipment and like weapons and stuff that you get.
Hey, look, it's Mario.
Always Mario. Anyways, I should probably just get myself killed and go back to the light world.
I didn't see everything you checked, so I'm not sure what you're missing. Did you talk to the BugNet person
Yeah, I got the...
and the hobo?
I can't talk to him yet because I don't have the Zord numbers. I don't know how to do that glitch.
Yeah, never mind. I forgot about that.
Was save continue always hyphenated like that? That's weird. Is that just a...
It might be a
So-
randomizer thing.
So what this ROM is, it's technically the Japanese version.
Right.
So it has like some of it somebody translated. I don't know if the person who made the randomizer translated some stuff, because if you like talk to NPCs, I saw that Neko was talking to, it's like, oh, I have mad skills and you're gonna rob my pot jars. I'm like, what? They never said that.
Okay. Also a shop.
Yeah,
From what I understood, like, they had one of the guys who made it was one of the 3 commentators on the run that you were showing,
yeah.
and he was saying like, I took the base like Japanese text and like every now and then he would put in jokes and things like that.
Yeah, which is interesting. They're
Sure,
not.
Nintendo's not happy about that.
I'm sure they're not happy that this randomizer exists in the first place.
Did
How
they
dare
even
you bring
know?
new life into our old games?
Right? It's always weird. I feel like, I don't know, if I was a company, maybe I'm not a billion-dollar company, so I don't know what it's like, but I would want to embrace people doing things like that. And maybe
Well, it's also an old draconian Japanese company with investors who don't understand current trends.
Look, remember, if you download a game, you're basically spitting on Iwata, okay?
You wouldn't download a car.
That's true.
I absolutely would download a car. I just can't because it's not a thing.
I always love that when you go to the movie. It's like, you wouldn't download a car. Yes.
It's like,
the price
speak
of
for
cars?
yourself.
I mean, I'm sure I've actually downloaded plenty of cars when installing games, but whatever.
That's a good point.
Like, I don't know, they went to the trouble of making like Mario Maker. It would kind of be nice if this was the next thing.
No, you must wait 2 years for this game to be released unchanged on the Switch eShop for like $15.
Oh yeah, that's right, we're not even at that point yet.
You must wait. You're not allowed to have this. You must wait.
It's like Nintendo is simultaneously the king of forward progress and backward progress.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the business part of the company.
Yeah, it seems like a left hand, right hand kind of thing going on. I always hated these skeleton assholes.
Skeletassholes.
Yeah, they like jump away from you.
Some of them throw their bones at you, which makes sense.
Smart. I'm gonna just, rip my arm off.
They just have a huge supply of calcium and can regrow new bones.
There's a game we need. A game where you're a skeleton and you trade in calcium.
Oh, I don't need to go
For
here.
bone.
Yeah, and depending on how many bones you have, you move differently, you know?
Maybe you can make like a trauma center type game where like in order to heal broken bones you have to like somehow use like a calcium ray and that, I don't know, the surrounding tissue.
I can't climb up this ledge, so I'll just throw my head onto it. And I'll hop across the ground, you know, using my jaw. It's perfect.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, there's this weird I want to say PS1 game?
Is it Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
That's a big
No. I need to just confirm what this name was. It was actually on the Saturn, I guess, and it was called Mr. Bones. I'm kidding.
Familiar?
You're like this CG skeleton in these really like hilarious cutscenes because cheap CG from the PS1 era. And some of the levels actually have like you get hurt and you lose bones and your character starts having to hop around because he doesn't have all his legs left. Yes, I don't think the game was any good. Mr. Bones.
That is surprising.
I guess a skeletal race car that uses its own bones as a weapon could theoretically be a selectable vehicle. And my concept for a racing game known as Blood Drive.
Blood Drive.
I do like the name.
Fortunately, there is a racing game called Blood Drive, but it's not related.
Wow. Wow, great prize for beating the boss.
It's a 5 rupee.
Spoilers, I'm not there yet.
Well, 2 rupees.
Oh no, it's 1 rupee, isn't it?
Too bad it's not a horde of rupees.
I guess
Oh, 50. Yeah.
Alright, what other dungeons can I go to?
I mean, at least you're guaranteed a crystal, you know?
Actually, fun fact. Not exactly. You can get a crystal or a pendant.
Yep.
And the
Alright.
pendants could be completely useless, depending on what you
Oh,
get.
that's true. You got a
the
crystal there
Master
instead of a
Sword
pendant.
place.
I didn't even realize. Yeah. I mean, at least it wasn't like a compass, you know? Like, who wants...
Yeah.
Like, imagine if the item you got was a chest and then you got a compass.
My options are still kind of limited though.
That guy talks like he's an NES Zelda character.
Perhaps he has been transported from his game into this one. Can you go to the... No. Yeah, I think you go to the Tower of Herod.
Yeah. I need the magic mirror, which I don't have.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, the duck.
did you do the digging mini game?
Yep. I only got bombs.
Did you go in the library?
There's a piece of art there.
I don't think she has the
Oh,
Pegasus boots, though.
The boots?
Yeah.
No.
The boots kind of limit me, and I'm better than dead.
I think you can do... No, wait.
Wait, you fell in the water and you didn't take damage? I thought you took
Took
damage.
from that.
Oh. I mean, you'd think drowning would be a little bit painful, but...
It's actually like an urban legend that kind of came about because there's this enemy. It's like one of the flying lizard things, but there's an invisible one that flies around. And like sometimes people get hit by it and they had no idea why they took damage.
Oh. Well, I would just assume that falling into water would be like voiding out, you know, like falling
It does
into a
look
pit.
kind of nasty.
Nope, don't fly.
I love that duck thing. It's so puny looking. How does it carry you?
Magic stuff.
Control R?
Yeah, that resets Discord. Or
I didn't
restart.
know that. Man, that's helpful.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that next time.
Spam that every time I join a voice
We
chat.
restart Discord so that I forget everything I ever saw on it.
It saves you from the horrors of the past.
Oh, damn it, I was hoping there'd be a chest here.
The chat without Discord was a pain in the ass, though. Everything was so decentralized and had like, you know, Skype and Steam open at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, this tunnel is so stupid. There is like something in like this area. I think there's like a second cave maybe? I don't know.
Do you know about the chest room? There's a room in Death Mountain that has like 6 chests or something.
I can't get to it.
Just making sure you know about it, because I don't know if there's ever anything good in
my
there,
God.
but... Oh no. Oh no. Well, good thing this doesn't take hurt you, I guess, but...
This is
Are you
awkward.
a duck?
Glitch over that little gap somehow, and
Alright,
Is
you
this
might need to
I got
bomb
it.
yourself across.
I got it.
Oh.
It's like pixel perfect.
or not.
I'm just curious as to how... Oh my god, that's a cool way to get through. Just sidestep it.
That was awkward.
Yeah, I feel like Link maybe is thinner when facing north and south.
Did you go inside of the Dark World tree?
Oh, there's like a
Ooh, there might
a
be
left side version of this.
something.
I mean, whatever. You probably got there 10 seconds ago.
Useless. Also useless, but nice.
I feel like I should know all of the places because I literally just watched somebody play this for 2 hours.
Yeah,
Did
Rupee.
you talk to the wooden boy?
Yeah, I got the... I forget what I got. I was probably just not worthwhile.
Man, you're finding just trash.
Find the hammer.
I don't know how many I
At least you found the bow.
could. Yes.
Apparently in these randomizer things, that's usually the limiting factor a lot of the time.
Well, I should do now if I die. So I can get out of here.
You should use Cryonis.
Oh, you.
Well,
Perfect.
But you can't just do that. You have to use Cryonis and then shield jump off of it.
that was so cool. The stuff in that run with the shield jumping off of Cryonis.
Yeah. I'm not even done. Yeah, I'm only like a quarter
I
way
now
through.
want to experiment launching Link, because I didn't know how to do it, but I guess you have to be in the air for things
Yeah.
to actually launch you. Because I tried launching in the past, and all that will happen is the thing hits me and I die.
Yeah, I've tried it, like, and I could not get it to work.
Ow, I wasted a bomb.
But the rocket trees, that's like so cool. But it seems really difficult. I don't know if you've seen a rocket tree yet, but
I saw one, yeah. It was kind of...
it looks very
it
finicky.
looks a lot easier. Well, it looked like... I mean, it looked like they froze it when it was still, like, attached to the stump, so...
Yeah, I just mean like getting Link to actually grab onto the thing seemed like you never know. He might decide to just jump in place today.
I think that's, like, the main reason I would never want to try, like, speed tricks in Breath of the Wild, because, like, trying to do road launches just seems so unavoidable.
I don't know, I feel like I've got it to work a few times.
Like, it looks fun, like, if you can really get it done, but it's like, oh, you messed up, and it's like, well, now you're gonna die.
But I'm pretty sure I tried a few times and just got murdered by a rock, so...
It's interesting to me that the game has a panic freeze, like when it has to load things and it can't in
Oh,
time,
the
the game will just stop for a moment.
Why does this guy have the Master Sword? What
That's great.
Well,
Oh, take a look at my wares. Here, you can have everything.
the blue mail.
Why does he just give
Wow.
you this stuff anyway?
That's a nice room. Like, where do you get? So do you get like the basic sword right at the start?
No,
Or
you
is
don't
that-
start off with
Nope.
the sword at all.
So that's luck then.
Yep,
Where did you get the sword?
I forget.
Where was it? I think it was in a chest in Kakariko Village.
Oh, nice. Wait, how did you even get there without a sword?
I mean, oh wait, is there like grass? Oh, you can pick up.
Like, don't you have to
grass,
kill? Don't you have to kill the dude with the spinning flail to even get?
No, I'm
Oh.
doing this open mode, so...
Oh,
Oh,
okay, I
yeah.
didn't know that existed.
I was gonna say, I know this randomizer has like an option that you don't have to use the sword.
right? Yeah, because it like starts out where it's in a state where the quote-unquote escape already has like happened.
Post uncle mode.
It's yes, it's post-uncle. We live in a post-uncle world.
This world has no need of uncles.
Alright, so I can go to the castle and go fight a Ganem. Ganem? Whatever.
I always pronounce it Aghanim,
Whatever. I don't care.
but it could be a Ganem.
Definitely not.
Why didn't they have voice acting in this game?
It's pronounced Ganondorf.
No.
Behind the
it's
times.
Ganem. Jeez, cat.
I want randomized voice acting.
There's no Ganondorf in this game, so...
It'd be nice if they randomized like the language. That would
Everything
Just
is
sudden
be
Spanish.
Rivali is Polish. And
Every other word is different.
Oh no!
they were saying that apparently like the Italian voices are particularly funny. I don't know. I have to check it. Did you get the chest in the prison?
yeah. One that usually has the boomerang. Oh,
Well,
on the
like,
floor, there's-
Even down in the cell, like
No, I haven't gotten that far yet. Nah, I probably should. Screw it, I'm already here.
I mean, it kind of sucks to go that far for one chest.
But it could be the hammer.
It could be the Triforce.
It could be a
That would be
shield.
interesting.
It could be. I don't want to make it.
Clearly gonna
How are they holding their swords? These guys always confused. It's like they're holding it at eye level, and, like trying to stab you.
It's rude. It's actually
Like,
really
how,
funny.
First
I don't
person.
understand. Like, is there any art of that enemy? I don't understand them.
Oh, that'd be great if there was.
Like,
Take a look.
even when he's like facing up, it doesn't make any sense. It's like he's running at you, holding his sword straight up.
I don't think there's gonna be anything but keys in here. I think there's an option to randomize the keys too.
Oh, no thanks.
I think you're talking about the bats, or wait, are you talking about the door keys?
Thing that you put in a lock to open it.
It wouldn't be really fun.
There's so many pieces of art of the ball and chain soldier.
Yeah, man, that guy. Everybody sees that guy.
Nope, I don't want to talk to you twice.
Pie.
Yep,
Is that Sahasrara?
I think so. I need a lot of magic. What the hell?
Too bad you haven't found half magic.
Screw you guys.
Because that's in a chest now.
Cool enemy placement. Let's just like put them in a little like box that they can't get out of.
Very challenging.
These guys with their freaking tridents too, they hold them like...
Oh shit.
Wait, no, not those trident guys. The guys before though. That's weird.
Gotta bring them back, like Darkness with tridents. That would be
Class-based Zelda enemies.
Did he hit him while I was still falling? Asshole.
Falling does a whole heart.
Yep.
Which drowning does none.
Ow. Why does Hyrule Castle just have this treacherous path here high up in the tower?
And it's like, it doesn't just drop you to the room below.
No, we get to skip that.
Expert architects.
Well, we ran out of funding for this room, so we'll just make sure there's a nice squiggly path, not even a straight one.
Okay, I could totally do this in part.
I love the double-sided, like, monster face pad.
I love this part, where it's just like, it feels like it's magic, but no, he just goes through the curtain.
Yeah.
Simple parlor trick. You cannot stop this fireball. Oh, he actually hit you that time. Nice.
Would you die already?
You should be doing this with a hammer.
It kind of blew my mind that this wasn't the end of the game when I first played it. Because it felt like you'd kind of traveled the whole world at this point.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was genuinely like, what? Pyramid?
It's always exciting when games have a secret second half.
As long as it's not, redo the game.
Well, okay, like in a new environment.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hey, it's a bottle.
Like, it was cool in Symphony of the Night when you're like, oh, okay, I finally beat the boss. And it's like, oh, nope, you gotta go do this other castle that's upside down with all these new, harder enemies. And it's like, oh, I thought that was the end.
Yep.
I actually wasn't too much a fan of how that worked because I didn't feel like Alucard's moveset really suited the upside down like roof. You're just like flying all over the place at first. I have weird, non-standard opinions of Castlevania, though.
Fair enough.
Nah, I'm not gonna buy that shield. Even though
Why?
I played the PSP Rondo of Blood to unlock Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and I ended up enjoying Rondo of Blood more.
You have so many rupees.
That is weird. Most people don't like that game.
Yeah, I thought it was so tight, and I loved like the cheesy 3D graphics. I thought they were amazing. It felt like a fake video game. I loved it. Like something you'd see on a TV in a movie.
give me item.
It's time to spend your life savings.
Oh, goddamn it.
I went bankrupt in Witcher 3. Like when I started the 2 DLC packs, I had 40,000 gold, and now I have 0. DLC drained me of my cash, which is actually a good thing. I don't like it when games have nothing for you to spend on,
Yeah, I don't like that either.
especially RPGs, because you start off by weighing your options. You're like, oh, I could get a better sword, but then by the end, you're like, it doesn't matter. Someone's like, oh, it's so expensive, I have to go to this place. And it's like, Okay, so how much are we talking? 100 gold. Oh, just take it. God damn it. Take your stupid 100 gold. I don't care about this. But they're making such a big deal out of it. Or someone will be like, "I'll reward you handsomely," and they give you 20 gold. And you're like, "Oh, well,
Some of the Zelda games are like that.
yeah,
Ocarina of Time.
yeah." There's nothing to spend on. I thought the money was pretty good in Breath of the Wild, but a lot of people didn't feel the same way. I didn't have enough money for the final fairy. That's a lot of money.
It's pretty good. You do end up needing a ton, and you really have to find to sell.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that the fact that it's a single, like, huge lump sum for that is kind of not a good way to make you spend your cash, because it's just like,
Yeah, it is.
just drop a
Kinda
lump of cash for
Like
one.
it is worth it, but it just kind of sucks because you're like, oh, well,
Yeah.
no, I can't get.
I think a better example is the house, because there's all these different smaller things you can buy. And yet the house felt underutilized. There should have been more to it.
Yeah, it. When you tell people like, oh, you buy a house in Zelda, you put things in it. It's like it kind of, I don't know, it conjures images of like Animal Crossing or, or I don't know, even just like the house in Fable or something. And it's really not that cool.
Have everyone come from across the land to see your golden lamp or whatever.
Although there's a nice.
Did you
slow
know a
touch.
tree typically has many secondary branches supported clear of the ground by this trunk? Wow. What is this?
This is beautiful.
Thank you. This is good knowledge. Needed that.
Oh my
That was probably
God.
straight out of Wikipedia or something.
Isn't there a second bottom wall in there?
I don't think there is.
There's nobody better than like a cartoon tree character to teach you about that, though.
Totally
Just to
forgot
teach you
what
about
that was
tree
gonna say.
anatomy.
That's been kind of worth it to talk to NPCs, honestly.
I wonder if it randomizes what they say.
I think it depends on if they have an item or not.
Oh, I see.
Probably not. Hey, a monkey. Yeah, just take their money, you stupid thing.
My stepdad's been playing this on the SNES Classic, and it's funny how long it takes him to do some stuff. And he'll be like, hey, where do I go? And then I don't tell him because it's cheating. Unless he's doing it for like hours, and I'm like,
You need to buy Nintendo Power.
yeah. You need to call the Nintendo hotline.
Get the power.
Oh man, Nintendo Hotline. I never used anything actually when I was younger.
Neither did I. Well, I did have a strategy guide for either Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, just because I liked the artwork in it. Like, I never used it for the actual game. I just like to look at the pictures.
Yeah, they were good.
That was-
That was a whole nother time.
Yep.
I have I have the Prima guide for Wind Waker. I don't know where it is, but I have it somewhere. And, it's just
Oh, I have a Prima PDF. They gave away a free one for Brawl or something years ago.
those are. So I have like the Prima guide for Wind Waker is really huge, but when it lists all the heart pieces, there's like 50 in the game. 3 of them are just absolutely wrong. I don't know. Maybe they had like an older version of the game or something. They list 3 heart pieces that don't exist.
That's good. It's like they had access to a late beta.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. So we were talking about the Breath of the Wild house. So in my when I was playing and like doing some like I don't know 100% kind of things, when I was doing some research, I found out that the only weapons that are basically non-renewable, like all of the weapons can be found whether they respawn, except for the Curie sword, like the wooden one.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And the kite shield.
Kite shield? I don't think I've ever seen a kite shield.
Yeah, it's actually really hard to find. And then there's like a few Lionel weapons, because like eventually there's no more weak Lionels, so you can't get.
I don't think I've ever seen this shield before.
Yeah, like it's actually only in a couple specific chests, like that are hard to find.
Why?
It's a neat shield. Like
It looks like it would be really good for shield surfing.
apparently it actually is the best. I didn't know this, but well, I haven't.
Why would they
tested
make
this,
one you
but-
can't get more of the best? What a bloated-
I know it's you can get 3 at maximum, and apparently it's the best like speed for surfing, and I don't really notice the difference. Maybe that's not true, but yeah, it's
Or enjoy your freaking surf ride, because that's all you get.
yeah, exactly. So they're so precious. There's only 3 of them in the game, and you know, no enemies carry them.
That's silly.
Likewise with the Kokiri sword, I think there's there's more. There's like 5 or maybe 6.
Yeah, I actually like ran into 3 of them in a row. I don't know what I was doing, but I didn't really care about holding on to them.
So that's basically what I have adorning like my weapon mounts, I guess.
Right.
And then for the bows, it's like you can get every bow, basically. So not really.
I just put all the champion weapons in there. I know you can replace them, but I just didn't care.
Yeah, that's what I did at first. They look in the way.
Time to hover.
I think the real fun in the game is using all the trash you find. Just pure garbage
Yeah.
you find off the floor. Just fight with that. Have a rolling inventory, just pick up things from the guys you just killed and use that for the next fight.
I think that could be like Link's martial arts style, where it's like you're constantly going between like picking up a weapon and then like breaking it.
Yeah.
Because it's all crap.
I wish you could punch in the game. I know that would break the whole system, but like, punching would be cool.
I thought you said you wish you could punch the game.
Yeah, that too.
No, it really seems like you should be able to have some kind of bear like attack or something.
Like, it's kind of cute that he reaches up for his weapon. He's like, oh.
Yeah, but it makes it seem like he has like early Alzheimer's when you just keep doing it. That's
First thing you do, you get out of bed. Huh? Where's my? Huh?
yeah. There's like this video clip I saw on Twitter just today where it's like a senator is like in I think it was like British House of Parliament or something. He was like he reached up to take his glasses off. He's not wearing any.
Nice. I've done that before. I don't think I have any mental disability.
Well, think again.
Oh shit. Actually, it wasn't that. It was there's a. I guess it's a tick, you know, pushing your glasses up your nose.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing I've done before with no glasses on and go, wait, what? What's that for? Oh no, the bridge is falling. You better hurry. Get across. Use the boots.
And the tiles turn into little.
Oh,
sparkles.
you gotta hurry, quick. Let's go.
Look at these menacing enemies.
Oh, that's great. I'm sure someone has been too slow for that, and I don't know how.
I guess I have to remember that like little kids did play this.
Yeah, but it is.
Arm capacity upgrade. Goddamn.
Yeah.
It's making me wonder if I should check those fountains. Oh,
Did you
yeah.
pay the Zora dude?
Yeah, I got 20 rupees.
Oh, nice.
What's in the chest? God damn it.
It is a map.
No, I meant the big chest. That's even worse.
Oh,
No, it's gonna be a compass.
we'll save the surprise.
It'll be a skeleton.
Oh, nice.
God damn it.
That's good.
That whole half of the dungeon is just trash.
You can go to a swamp place, can't you? But you need to tighten it. Is it like not Misery Mile?
Yeah, for some reason they really wanted to have 2 swamp biomes in this game.
One of them's not even really a swamp. It's like a sewer more than anything.
Yeah, but it's like, it's weird, when you count like the Dark World version, it's almost like there's 3 swamp areas. It's more like I guess it's more like a marsh, but it's just weird.
Well, the Dark World is supposed to be the Light World, but shit!
Well, I'm not sure what I can do here.
You know, one of the best things about Link Between Worlds was the name Lorule. That was amazing.
It's pretty
I was.
Does
And then
not get enough credit.
The princess is like Hilda, it's like, what, not a pun or whatever? Just a name.
Yep.
Well, I don't, yeah, but I don't know what they could have done with that. Like, how do you match Lorule
Well,
using Zelda?
obviously it should have been Adles.
I think it would.
Hello, I am Atlas. Just speak backwards.
Oh yeah, just be the magic group. Final Fantasy. I'm pretty sure it's a reference to something else too.
Yeah, I always I connected those with Fantasia, but
Magic brooms.
Final Fantasy 1, there was those magic
Oh.
brooms in Montoya or whatever, it was cave, Matoya.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
I love the music in there. It was good.
It was good.
Little jolly little tune.
It's one of the only places that has their own name for the music. Oh, and that.
In the race, when this wall was sliding, this wall slides so slow that the 2 people racing were actually waiting for it at the same time.
Awesome.
And I can't go anywhere because I don't have the hammer.
It's so dramatic, but why is it so dramatic?
Because
Stairs.
Like it scrolls like off the screen for use of the
Ugh. Oh.
yeah, those brooms make me think more of Fantasia or Kingdom Hearts.
It really sucks
guess
to not
that's-
have them there. See,
Can't. No, you can't. Yeah, this one.
Well, time to leave. Maybe not.
Oh yeah, have you gone through the sides yet? Does that even matter? It don't
Haven't
matter.
you gotten all the randomized items in here though?
Yeah, I don't think there's much more I can get here. Nope. And I still can't freely travel between the light and dark world because I don't have a magic mirror.
does Uncle give you an item?
Yeah, but I don't remember what I got.
Imagine if he's just like dying and he gives you like 5 rupees with his dying breath.
That's probably what happened to me, to be honest.
Here's your allowance.
Zelda is your. And then just dies. And you like just.
Yeah,
body
Zelda's my what? Zelda's my what?
biggest cheese in video games. They never tell us.
Such a Yoda moment.
Yeah, true.
Except Yoda's smart and Uncle's just kind of a loser.
I can't believe he gets to live at the end. What? What a cop-out ending.
It's like, what is it, like the return of Uncle or something? I think that's the text that it says.
No way.
Like,
The return
it has
of
like
Uncle.
little text for like every scene. It's
Yeah,
like
I thought it was
Return
like
of the
Uncle
King.
lives again.
Something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe that's what it is actually.
Doesn't even have a name. We know that's the kidified ending. He doesn't know. I mean, he even disappears, right? If you go back later.
Yeah, it's like once you're done talking to him, he just vanishes.
He teleports away
He-
to the hospital.
Definitely died in the manga, also. I'm pretty sure.
Nope, non-canon. He survives.
It's not the game.
I'm just wondering what the heck is gonna kill them.
I prefer the manga. I think.
I mean,
More
think about it.
literary
Like,
value.
he fell down the hole, right? That
Yeah.
down under the bush, like, and he basically in that very first hallway, he's there.
Fell down the
there's
hole.
no
Made
en-
sure to.
and there's no
read that
enemies.
book.
All he did was he fell down and he like broke his leg at the bottom.
He died from the
Like he didn't even get to fight anybody.
Or he was completely destroyed by those two idiots that just walked around.
Oh, did you get the thing on the right side of the?
Yeah, it was a bottle.
They should have released an add-on story where you get to see what happens to Uncle.
Uncle DLC.
How does he get to that area? Like so pathetically is something. Is
It's
there
like-
actually something intense that happens there, but we just miss it?
That's the prequel.
Yeah. And then he gets like a, I don't know, like a partner who's always talking and will not shut up, and she teleports him away, and they have an adventure.
Link to the past DLC.
Yeah.
No, it's
Uncle
technically it's
Pat.
happened. They could have sent it as DLC to all the people who had like the satellite version of this game.
Oh yeah.
They would download like satellite DLC at specific like dates.
Hell yeah.
Amazing concept.
It's so hilarious to think of such an idea at this day and age.
What are you doing? Just throwing yourself into the water for good measure?
And again, I shouldn't really make fun of people back then because now we have amiibos in our cereal boxes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I noticed that there's a plus
That is-
pendant on the green one, and two of the crystals are red. What the hell does that mean?
They're evil crystals.
That's really weird.
It's a randomizer thing, I know that much, but it's like...
It's a pendant plus. Like it's
You gotta wait for your stamina to recharge before you can get it.
You need to be on New Game Plus to get that actually.
you have to buy more steps for Link.
Oh man.
It's like the Safari Zone.
You need the amiibo.
200 steps a day.
Okay, so my options are pretty limited right now. Again,
I saw a
went
really
to the,
trashy looking mobile
church.
game, but I couldn't find the proper ad on YouTube because they cut out the part I wanted to show you guys.
I love trashy mobile game ads.
But like it looked like it was like a ripoff of Fallout Shelter,
Oh.
where the characters looked like they were inspired by Family Guy. And there's this scene where like right at the start where there's this fat dude and he looks over at this woman and he kind of like gives her the eyebrow wiggle and then she becomes pregnant.
what?
And then
Okay.
another woman appears and he turns his attention to her. And it's like, what?
I don't get the lore behind this game. It sounds
Yeah,
pretty
so I
deep,
guess like your villagers just go around impregnating women by eye wiggling at them and you grow your kingdom.
though. Okay.
Yeah. Sounds like a fine game. But when I tried finding it, I found all kinds of crap like, you know, like true way to hack and get 5,000 gems.
Yeah.
And
Don't
and,
just website.
and I guess the official ad, which had that impregnating part cut out,
That's unfortunate.
because, you know,
What a loss.
had like 400,000 views and it only had like a handful of likes and dislikes. Maybe a couple hundred.
Okay, so I'm not certain of this, but I think the red crystals, they're labeled that way because those are crystals 5 and 6, because you need like 2 specific crystals to buy the big bomb.
Oh yeah.
They're blood crystals.
I think that's what it is.
That explains the plus on the green pendant too, because I think that's gonna free.
Have you met Woeful Ike? Who?
Oh, it's this fish asshole right here.
His name is Woeful Ike.
Apparently.
I like to imagine Woeful Ike put the sign there himself. He's hoping people will visit.
Didn't you do this already?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'll tell you through a moment.
Oh, nice.
Toss cookies.
Alright, so I'm not sure what to do. I guess we can do
What?
the light world.
Can you fly around?
No,
There's
that's the way
gotta
light
be.
world.
Yeah, but can't you fly around to a place where you can go to the light world?
It's because the portals are only one way, right?
Yeah, and I need the magic mirror, which I don't have.
Well,
Soiled it.
theoretically.
I mean, if the randomizer works, then you should be able to get the mirror. Dark.
Let me
Yeah, I
try
was
saving
saying.
and quitting.
Wait, what if you go?
Okay, good. I can warp back this way.
Oh, I didn't think that would work. Okay, yeah, you can always go to those places. It's interesting.
Cool.
So who is Pi? Are you trying to kill internet? Something here?
No, I just felt like randomly.
As
so
you
I picked Pi. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Here are things you can still do without net neutrality.
Did
Get
you
stuck in the dark world and die?
Did you rescue the dwarf?
Not yet, because I need the magic mirror.
And there's still. Oh, that's right. There's still also a chest in the prison.
Oh yeah. To the castle. Watch that be the magic mirror. Or something equally useful like hammers.
It's got to be something, right? I mean, it might not be, but
I mean, it's gotta be
Wow.
at least 1 rupee.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, you
it'll
do
be
need rupees,
something.
right? You're running low, so
I guess you bought the flippers already.
Oh god damn it.
Oh, did you walk through the portal?
Yep.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Yay! I forgot that existed too.
that is really weird.
Huh. I guess I get why they put that there, but
It's just not clear at all. It's like,
I don't know, you have to go through the escape.
oh, hi Zelda.
I guess I'll-
Zelda's not supposed to be here right now.
she's not. But she escaped with the power of I don't know.
It was a fake Zelda.
Zelda decoy.
Nah, she can handle this on her own.
That's actually Adla's.
Alright.
It's the Zelda with the recessive genes.
Did they bring back the priest in the credits too? Because he also died.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a cop-out!
In short, nothing of any value happened, and there's no lesson to be learned here. Bye.
Alright, this is probably my best way to get in there, even though this is a long way.
Oh, right, the
Ghosts.
funnel.
Don't you hate it when you're trying to knock over gravestones in a graveyard and freaking ghosts accost you?
It's so rude.
I got shit to do, ghosts. Get out of my way.
Oh, maybe the key.
Looking back on it, the musical composer ghosts in Ocarina were probably one of the strangest ideas.
Oh yeah, the brothers who like wrote the Sun Song or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
They were.
Just to
There
make
are a lot of weird things, like the Scarecrow that wants you to memorize a song, and most people just go do 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 do.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
forget
this
the
song. I could dance to this all day. Do 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 do.
Alright, I'm gonna take another route to that.
I never caught on that you're supposed to play it at certain places in dungeons. That felt so like weird.
I didn't
Yeah.
either.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that
not
just-
even necessary. It just leaves extra stuff, I think.
It just added to the
I don't
confusion of
think
Navi. Like she would just go green and hover over nothing. And it's like, what are you
Yeah.
doing over there?
It was
I
really confusing.
Like,
She does
first
that
song.
so much.
Not very clear. For
And, like,
a
sometimes-
partner who always tells you what to do, that is so unclear of her.
And it's very misleading because it's like sometimes you're supposed to play the Song of Time to make a block.
That doesn't make any sense. Would someone just move the block? Why?
Yeah, it's crazy. But I guess you needed to get some tokens.
Oh wait, those lumberjacks should be done cutting that tree too, I think. I hope.
Yeah. And you can still get into the castle.
Oh wait, I need the Pegasus roots for that tree. God damn it. I had an idea that I shot it down.
Did you go in the hideout in the Lost Woods?
I think so. I'll check later.
You can like fall through the
I
ceiling.
think you went through some place in the Lost Woods.
Looks like you need a randomized strategy guide.
A strategy guide for
Let me
every
look at game
potential
facts
seed.
for this.
Yeah, you just put your seed in the PDF or whatever, and it just takes you there. It has 500 million pages.
Dance on Uncle's grave.
Nah, he's not really dead anyway.
He's hiding in the grass.
Seriously though, how does he fall down here and then replant the grass on top?
He's very like stealthy. He's thorough.
Oh, he went through the front door and somehow ended up there.
Also, it's weird pink walls.
Yeah, I always thought those were supposed to be flower
They just look like
beds.
cupcakes.
Yeah. Just raw meat, hunks of raw meat sitting out in the sun.
Delicious.
That's the best way to cook them.
That's the Breath of the Wild way.
Ladies and gentlemen, the raw meat stores of Hyrule. We'll just gathers around. Can you handle the Flail Master?
I have the Master Sword, so it's make it easier. Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Oh, did I get a key here? I did not.
Oh, you don't need a key here. The dude
What about-
drops one.
Yeah, the soldier drops it, I think. Yeah.
But he doesn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Help.
Oh my god. I wonder
Oh,
if you
this
have to,
door. I didn't even think of this door.
I
Well,
wonder if
bye.
you have to like take one from like the sanctuary tunnel or whatever. I don't know, this is weird. Okay, so you got the other chest.
Yeah,
in
you had a
the
key in the
escape, right?
sanctuary, but you used it.
Because there's another chest in the escape where you normally get the boomerang.
Stealth.
What about behind the throne?
I'm gonna check there. Oh, okay, that's convenient. Something here should have a key, like a badge.
You ever think you could, like, maybe smell this nasty old place if you were at Throne Room?
Nah.
Smell it through the throne?
That would suck.
Like these rats are just waiting to get out of the throne and just into the capsule.
Yeah, they're just, like, gnawing at the door and you can hear it.
That's really creepy, actually. No wonder the king died and turned into a skeleton. Oh, except he's alive at the end, too.
I was gonna say, doesn't he?
Nobody dies.
The king literally is a skeleton in this.
Well, then he was not.
It's in the opening cutscene. He's the skeleton in his robes.
Alright, I don't think I need to open that door, so I'm headed back. What a roundabout way to get a key.
Are you sure you're not gonna go in there?
This game was designed so poorly. Gotta go all
I
those
mean, I
ways.
guess there would just be another key.
Yeah, what was Miyamoto thinking?
Oh, goddammit.
I was gonna
Idiot
say,
Miyamoto. You should have known people would randomize it.
Really poor plan.
Idea. Take that, doors.
I think you should probably just go through the other key door. So then you'd probably just get some other key, and then you come out of the sanctuary.
Just save and quit.
And it works. But you know you're gonna have to come back there. Probably.
Oh, that's exactly what you did too. Yeah, teleporting powers.
This chest at the end of this is gonna have the worst garbage.
Yep. You can get 20 rupees for your time.
That's better be worth it.
I think what you could buy with 20. Don't read me.
All that thing.
Yeah, for some reason all the signs in the light world are saying that. Or some of them anyways. The ones that don't give directions.
Are there, I hope there's more Wikipedia articles in this game.
That was really awesome.
He just gives an unsolicited explanation of his biology.
It's like how, you know, like, cartoon cats love cat puns. Well, trees just explain to you how they exist.
Well, at least the developers probably randomized
I mean, that's how the real Sacred Realm should be, but
If we ever meet aliens, I'm gonna use human puns all the time. I'll have to make some.
Oh man, making puns.
human puns just sound disgusting.
Yeah.
It's not a kill. Not a kill.
What?
Knocking him down the pit.
true.
Dun,
Pacifist dildo.
dun, dun, dun.
Is it stealthy if he notices you though?
Doesn't matter if you can't announce it to anybody.
I mean, he might scream when he's falling down the pit.
Yeah, Uncharted does that a lot. Like, you'll pull a dude off a cliff, and he's like, ah! And it's like, no one heard that? Okay. It should at least alert people, but nah.
I think.
I mean, that's the only reason why one man takes on, like, thousands of dudes.
Okay, don't spoil the treasure. I want to.
Yeah, it might...
I got the.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
No spoilers.
It's gonna be 5-star bits. Oh. Okay.
And it doesn't even count because I already have this.
Okay, bye.
You already had one?
Yeah, I bought one.
Oh wow, I didn't notice.
You gotta lock this shield up. It's dangerous.
You can dual shield.
Hell
I
yeah.
think you can do that in Dark Souls.
Oh
Well,
my god.
depends.
I know you could in Demon Souls, I think.
Not efficiently.
What does Styx do that once? Put on 2 shields.
I think so. I'm actually gonna start playing that with Ninja tonight, I think. I liked that game for a while.
A guy in our D&D group at work, he picked like a made up subtype or subclass or whatever from the internet. It's like a door master. And he's like a dwarf warrior, and his subclass is door master. Basically, he uses doors as like a weapon and as like a shield. The whole thing was invented as like a pun on Hodor in Game of Thrones, and it's just this whole thing with all these abilities based on, you know, the door and holding the door.
Slamming the door in people's face.
I know Dungeons and Dragons lets you equip 2 shields. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, because you go around kicking everything. You don't need your hands. It's pretty
Plus,
good.
you should be able to get like spiked shields and shit too. That'd be nice.
Well, that was a huge waste of time.
Sure was.
What about? Is there something where the mushroom normally would be?
I got like 20 rupees there.
That's all you get.
Can you go to the Skull Woods yet?
I should be able to, yeah.
You have the fire rods. You could technically do that dungeon.
Yeah, I'll probably check that, see if there's... First I want to see if there's something I missed here. Check types.
Watch there be something really good at the Master Sword pedestal.
I wanted to check it, but then I remembered I don't have the book, so I like can't read it.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, a heart container.
Yeah, it's not a heart piece. Oh, never mind.
oh, what's across the gap?
Just gotta do the hover.
I think it was just more rupees. I got it earlier.
Heart container looks so weird. It looks like so... I don't know, something about it. It lacks gravitas, you know? It's just like a red heart.
That's because in every successive Zelda game, they make it more and more ornate and
Yeah.
start putting so much frickin' jewelry on them.
Yeah, the Breath of the Wild ones are ridiculous.
Yeah, there's so much gold trim. There's barely any heart left.
That one just looks like a jelly treat.
Eat this delicious snack to increase your health. Did I check this?
I don't know if you ever came back here after getting bombs.
You jumped in the well and bombed the wall in the well.
Oh, I already did that. Damn it. Waste of time. Good thing I'm not a speedrunner. This would be embarrassing.
Reset, reset.
If you were a speedrunner, you would probably have like every single location memorized.
True.
Yeah, you'd have a route. You'd have backup routes.
Backups. The hell did I just kill?
And then the game freezes anyways.
Alright, Skullwoods, because I haven't actually checked here yet.
How do we get kids to not enter these woods? They're called Skull Woods. Ugh.
They're spooky.
That's not going to stop certain YouTubers.
Oh.
Shade.
Sorry.
What a cool human being. Yeah, you just walk past that hole, okay. Pretty sure they didn't intend for you to be able to do that.
Link is going in here because of skull awareness.
Yes.
Have I told you before I got across this thing by cheating because I didn't know how to do it?
What?
I bombed myself across that pit.
Oh.
You should turn in your game.
Yeah, well I was doing a dungeon a day challenge and I'd never beaten the game before and I didn't know how to get over there any other way, so I was like, well.
I did something like that in Castlevania once. There was like a really hard jump and I couldn't get it. I think I was streaming for Valor Ninja or something one year. And I got hit by an enemy and they knocked me up like up to the next level, which depleted like 2 screens that I would have had to go through. And then just like, you cheated. I'm like, I didn't plan on getting knocked up there, but hey, speed strats.
Take what you can get. Oh,
People don't
there's a
often
hole there.
plan on getting knocked up.
You know what? You're not wrong.
I had to.
Sometimes it just happens.
I'm sorry, Floor, you were an accident.
But don't tell the
Yo, money! Oh, damn, yes, that's good. The 20 rupees.
Oh, you gotta
Yep.
step on the.
Oh, god damn it. I guess it means dungeon item is somewhere else.
Sorry.
See, that wall opens nice and quick. Oh, that's how you get here? Okay, cool. You go around, blow up the wall. That's why I couldn't figure it out. I was like, you fall on here? No, you blow up the wall.
Away. They look so lonely when you take away all their skulls or jars or whatever.
And you got here too by falling into a tiny hole, right? Like through the grass?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just never cut that grass. I wasn't looking for a hole in the grass. It's kind of interesting. Normally you just cut everything.
Who was it that put like 4 fake master swords in the Lost Woods?
Yeah, what a jackass.
Probably those thieves that live there.
I don't know, let me look at the Hyrule Historia. See
The cannon planter of the fake sword.
who done it, Nintendo. Answer us these questions.
That guy needs a game. Maybe it's the uncle. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe that's part of his adventure.
He's secretly the master of the thieves.
Now that would be an interesting twist.
It'll be in the prequel.
No! God damn it.
I hate this dungeon. I have bad memories of it.
Definitely my least favorite in this game.
I thought the ice place was pretty rough. All the penguins and
It is
sliding around.
pretty rough, but it's kind of fun, sort of.
Yeah, I don't really like ice levels in any video game. I don't like slide mechanics or slide block puzzles.
Sliding mechanics are like the worst thing ever put into.
The only game I enjoy ice levels in is like Mario Galaxy.
Oh, the figure skating. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I thought that was actually a really neat power-up in that game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can figure skate on like normal ice, but you can like figure skate on like lava and like water and stuff. That's pretty neat.
That's good. Just takes me back to those awful ice cave puzzles in Pokemon where you slide in a single, like a straight line. What is happening with this? What is going on here?
I am messing up this stupid statue, that's why.
Come on. Haven't you learned to be perfectly pixel perfect? Like you gotta be exactly on there? What are you doing?
It's like half on the barrier.
Yeah.
I think that's why that block is there.
Oh.
I never
that's
realized.
That's such a
Huh.
cheesy way for them to get around like a serious design flaw. They're like, well, we don't know how to align it properly, so here's a block.
That's hilarious. I never realized that before.
I just realized it now, I think.
These asshole bone men, they're so annoying. Jump around, throwing bones at you. So rude.
Alright, I have 18 now.
That's good.
Alright.
Oh yeah, they put a whole room there just to give you magic.
Yep. Magic room.
Useful for the second half of this dungeon.
There used to be a checkpoint in there, but that guy got fired. And was removed.
Oh, there was a
Miyamoto
key right there.
just ruined his career.
In the Ocarina official player's guide, that they showed like a little artwork of the green magic jars you get, and they called it a magic decanter. And I think it was the first time I ever saw that word.
I vaguely remember that.
I think I didn't figure out what that word even meant until like 15 years old.
It's a nice word. Here's a cool word. So you know the term donning something, like don your cloak or whatever? Don your coat.
Sure.
So there's also doff, which is to remove.
Oh, why doesn't anybody use that?
But yeah,
That's-
it's been totally forgotten by history. They both
such a-
existed around the
That's
same
such a
time.
germ word to use.
It's freaking great. The words belong together, but for some reason only one of them got to stick around.
Actually, I think I've heard the saying like to doff your cap,
Yeah, but like that's used only.
but I thought that was
for
like
hats. It
yeah, but I
really
thought that
could
was
be
like a
for
thing.
anything.
That is neat. I'll have to use that.
I'm gonna go home and doff my pants. Everyone's like,
It's they're literally. It's funny, like the words are literally just on and off with a D in front of them.
yeah, but it's so convenient. You don't have you do, like you just completely skip another word. That's what words are for. Skip other words.
I think the fire rod. Does it kill the mummies instantly?
Yeah,
Or is that a
it kills
different
people
game?
faster.
Yeah,
But
Trading magic.
you need that for the boss.
Oh, right.
This is the worst boss in the game. Because it like cancels damage when it bumps into the wall, and it's just so stupid.
No.
I remember almost running out of magic in this room because I was really bad with the time.
You can hit those both at the same time.
I don't know how I was that bad at the time because it's obviously really easy, but if you screw it up once, look how much magic it takes.
Yeah, that's why this sucks unless you have half magic, which I don't know if you can even normally have that at this point.
It is possible to get half magic in the vanilla game.
All I remember was in the randomizer race, the first thing they got was like half magic, and I'm like, well, that works. From the chest.
Yeah, you need magic to actually get the half magic. So.
Ah, good, a great fairy. Right when you needed one.
Oh, I didn't know they had dropped a key.
That's very lucky. It would have sucked if you didn't have a key. Oh wait, no, you had a spare key. Never mind. It's fine, everything's fine. Get stabbed by wall
What?
thingies. Ah yes, this thing.
It just sucks. It's like, I don't know why they thought, hey, you know what? If this thing touches the spike walls, let's cancel all the damage you just did to it.
This just feels like a ROM hack boss. The fact that there's a conveyor belt and spikes and the spikes are moving at you has nothing to do with the boss you're fighting. It's just like, how do we make this harder?
It's like Kaizo, A Link to the Past.
It's the worst. Alright, I want to get that chest down there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Jeez.
I mean, you didn't get a dungeon key item, so I'm assuming that's somewhere.
So... Well, that didn't work.
Wall Master. Boing. Gowned. I don't know if that would work. I think maybe if you... Oh, you don't have the Pegasus boot.
Yeah,
Yeah. You kind of need those.
like the most useful boots in the ever.
Yep.
Most useful boots in the ever.
Exactly.
It's like the only boots I ever like in any video game. If they give you like a movement thing. If it's just defense or something, it's kind of whatever.
Yeah, it's like you get the dash in Mega Man X after a few minutes. You're like, well, this is what I'll use for the rest of the franchise.
Or you could take the boots off, lose the dash, but then get an attack boost. Nah. Nah, I'll take the speed, thanks.
It's the same in like Sonic games. They give you all these freaking shoes.
Do they?
Here's your Nikes.
Well, in a few games, like I know Sonic 06, which I have not played.
Oh.
The first thing you have to do is get shoes so you can.
Oh yeah, because you can't even ring dash or whatever that move is.
Yeah,
Like,
and in Sonic Adventure 2, which I played a lot and actually really liked, and you could get a few hidden upgrades that I don't remember what they did. They were like major attacks better or something.
I played one 3D Sonic game and I couldn't even finish it.
I've played a few of them.
I really want to do a stream or something of Sonic Adventure because I have both of them on PC, and I've never really played them, but I know what they're like, and I know that I'm not gonna like them. So
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to go through it.
Looking back,
first.
they're really not that great. But heck,
The first on PS3, and I never played it growing up. And my friend's like, "Oh my gosh, I used to love this game. I want you to play it. Like it'll be so fun." And I'm like, "You know, I'm gonna hate this game. You're not gonna want to watch me play this because I'm not gonna like this game."
Facial
Lo and behold,
animations are just so good.
They're like freaking mannequin people that are like all around the city.
Yeah.
a funny story about Sonic Adventure 2. So like, there's 6 playable characters. They all go through their own levels and stuff. One thing I thought was kind of neat was they all have different sort of types of music that plays in their level. You know, like Sonic is kind of like
Freaking the Knuckles raps, hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like Tails has more like techno stuff. And then Knuckles, like all of his levels are all rap by the same guy, I guess, who did the music. And the lyrics are about the level, and it's just oddly specific.
Yeah, interesting.
I wrote some faux Knuckles rap a while ago.
You like start up the level, and he's like, "Yeah, we swimming down here in the mines," and it's like, what is this?
What context drove you to write these lyrics?
Yeah, and like you could be in a level for like 20 minutes looking for little treasure and stuff.
Yeah, those levels can be a bit of a pain.
Pumpkin Hill. That's the only one I know.
Pumpkin Hills. I gotta look these up now.
Something about we don't chuckles and knuckles.
Yeah. I remember I wrote some fake ones about the water one. And there was a line that was like, "What the hell's that infernal sound? Whoops, forgot to breathe, looks like I drowned." So stupid. Because it's always beeping. Well, not always, but there's something beeping.
some health.
Man, I like these raps. They're so goofy. They tried so hard.
It's the 90s or early 2000s, and rap is cool, so
You gotta have your obligatory rap.
Is it though?
you cannot defeat the skeleton.
The spook levels are too high.
I need help.
This dungeon's so annoying.
I hate this dungeon.
At least the dungeon's trying to give you a hand.
Oh.
Too funny.
So dumb. Sorry.
Yeah. If only they had a finger to point you in the right direction.
Here, let me get you.
I think you have to switch the holes or something to get to wherever you were trying to get to.
Oops.
Well,
I'm guessing
go
you're
that
gonna
way.
die.
God damn it.
Okay, you died a lot later than I thought.
What the hell is that thing you posted?
Oh, that's one of
Awful.
that's one of the NPC. That's what the NPCs from Sonic Adventure 1 look like.
What?
It's an entire city
yeah.
filled with them.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, he's
And by
Mr.
Phil,
Know-It-All
they
or
look
something.
Better than Sonic 07.
Feels like the kind of thing you would see in like an old PC MMO or something.
I have a friend who's like, Sonic 06 is a really fun game and I love it and it's really good. I'm like, okay, you can like it and whatever, but objectively, it is a very poorly designed game. And they get really mad when you try to explain that, but whatever.
I think everybody knows someone who likes that game.
But you can like it, that's fine, I don't care. It's just when you're like saying it's a good game, I'm like,
Oh no, it's definitely...
Like, it's okay.
I'll give it the gems are great, and I wish that more games let you just break the game completely.
It's also one of my all-time favorite AVGNs.
Like, Uncharted 4 has a camera mode, right? You can just, like, toggle a camera mode at any time, and you can move it around to take a nice picture. But they decided they would lock the camera to Drake, so you can't actually, like, let's have a cup of tea. No, but you can't, like, take the camera anywhere you want and take, like, a nice picture. You have to use it from this very specific angles that Naughty Dog have created for you. And I think it's because they don't want you to move the camera somewhere where you could see, like, out-of-bounds trickery, you know? But you should be allowed to do that.
Odyssey has a neat photo mode thing, and I haven't touched it, and I never will.
Yeah, their photo mode works very much the same way, where you can only, like, rotate it around Mario. But Odyssey, like, there's no place you'd want to take a picture from that you couldn't already get to, I think. Like, most everywhere Mario could just get to, except for, like, really high in the sky, I guess. But Uncharted has all these, like, huge areas that you can't explore, and it would be awesome to explore them with a camera. But nope.
Did you go to, like, the place under, like, the House of Darkness south of it? Like, on the map, it's like the kind of, how to describe it?
The place where you find the tile? To the Dark World?
Yeah. It's like an isolated area. I think there is a portal in the Light World version.
There is.
Well, I mean, I guess there's stuff there in the Light World and Dark World that can make them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head back into Thieves Town or whatever and see what I can find there. Whoops, for that dungeon.
Yeah, Thieves Town, I guess, is pretty good because like you don't need the bow, you don't need the hammer.
So you got that shield and it was redundant. Is that gonna cause a problem?
Nah. No, I imagine the next shield upgrade I get will be the second shield.
Yeah, it'll just be shield 2. Shield harder.
I always forget about shields in video games. Because most games, they reward you for blocking by still hurting you a bit. And I'd rather just dodge.
Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, shields just feels like a thing you have to do. So like the RPG archetype.
Yep. So I always end up playing like a rogue character because I'd
Everybody
rather
would
just
rather
dodge.
just have 2 weapons.
Dark Souls 2 you can.
Dark Souls 2. One day I'll play those.
They're... well, I like them.
I tried to get into Dark Souls, the first one, and I didn't. I don't know, didn't really work out, I guess.
Well, you see, you have to be a pro-level gamer who can take on really hard challenge. Not really.
No, I have, but I do have to have a solid grasp of it.
Well, I guess. It's just...
You need to be a master of object permanence like I.
Truly. Some of them are just stupid hard. Like, they'll add really dumbly designed things just to be like, ah, you died. And
Have a
like,
truly awesome day. What was with that spelling of truly? Was that randomized? What the hell?
No. I don't know.
Oh, you don't have to pay?
No, you do, it's just automatic.
Wow, this guy just gives free stuff.
You just tap in.
Whoops.
Full circle. Design of this place is weird.
It's really...
I made the mistake of escorting the woman to the entrance and then losing her. I'm sure like almost everybody fell for that.
Yeah, I definitely did that.
It's so weird. Like there's nothing to clue you in that oh you have to go to this like room with the light.
I mean, it makes the most logical sense. Like, okay, rescue the girl and like escape.
yeah, I'm gonna take her to
I
like...
thought like my game was broken. Just like you go in the boss room, there's nothing there.
Yeah, and you also have to expose the light above it. Not as simple as just going to the room. You gotta get her in the light.
It is very odd. Though Demon Souls has a boss kind of like that. It's immortal unless you do one thing in the level that you probably aren't gonna find right away. And I'm like, that's cool.
Buy our guide.
Pretty much.
These weird floating enemies really look like X-parasites in Metro.
Oh yeah. Floating jelly donut insides. Pie.
Skull snakes.
Oh yeah, those are pretty funny enemies. I think you have to, like, there's a switch in the skulls on the bottom. I don't know why I'm like trying to backseat play so far behind.
Yeah, I did it before. Like, well, she's 10 seconds in the future, so.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like an idiot. Although I guess I'm validating.
You should lift the skulls and hit the switch.
Oh, man. I did think it was kind of cool how the room that you're in here, this hallway, like it actually sticks out into the village, which is neat. Because like in the light world, it's like a different building kind of, but in the dark world, you see it's like this low thing coming out of the grass, and it's like two kind of rooms with a hallway between them. It's basically the second floor of Thieves' Town, whatever.
Right, this floor, like this puzzle here, I feel like I have conflicting feelings about it. So like, you blow this hole up in the wall, right? Because you see the cracks in the floor, and you're also given bombs in the room that you enter. So you just do it out of instinct, but you don't know why you're doing it.
Yeah, like there's
and
no.
It's kind of like it's not actual critical thinking about what you're doing here. You're just like, you're just doing a thing because you can do it.
Yeah, like there's no narrative.
Yeah.
And then there's
how you would solve that.
To make it worse, like when you're up there's like other cracked floors that you can blow them up. It's just it's so mixed messages.
It's very silly.
But on the other hand, if you remove the cracks, then it would just become an obscure thing. People would be like, well, how was I supposed to know to throw a bomb in there?
Yeah, but I guess it is.
Like in this game, you don't really consider the dungeon as like a 3D space so much, so like you would not think that light would shine down. Like there's no such thing as physics in this game, really. So why would you think that light pouring through a window would go down 2 floors?
Yeah, and then there is a guy in the light world who says that blind hates light, but that means absolutely nothing when you hear it.
Yeah.
And it's like you might not even talk to the guy. What is blind? I don't know. I still like this place.
Why would you hate light if you're blind?
I'll go dislike smoke.
I find it interesting that they only found out when like the 10th enemy drops the bomb comment meant. They only found that out like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I remember that being like big news when I was like a kid.
Cryptic translations leading to ARGs.
If only I had more health.
You're having a time down here.
Somebody's having a time.
Ha ha ha, Return of Ganon.
Yep. We must solve Adam's riddle.
That's actually a pretty nefarious plan in Zelda 2. Like, he wants to sprinkle Link's blood on Ganon's ashes. Like, that is next level.
Pretty metal.
just seems a bit deranged.
And it's like totally just... I don't know if they ripped it from Castlevania 2 or if it was the other way around.
Which one came out first?
I don't know. To be honest.
I think Zelda 2.
I saw this run during AGTQ. It was called A Dog's Life. Did you see that?
Oh god.
I heard of it.
This
Like-
is...
The main antagonist's like grand design is to like turn dogs into mush to turn them into cat food,
Yeah.
and then she ends
That's
up getting
awesome.
turned into cat food. Like,
And-
it's an age 3 and up game, so
Yep. It's magical.
awesome.
Yeah, Superman was the only whole block that I watched. And I kind of regret it.
You should watch Arabian Nights if you want to see a beautiful game.
I mean, as long as it's like funny bad, because Superman
It's
is not funny bad.
Well, it's pretty funny. Like, it starts off with you trying to find this blonde woman, and her name is Melissa, and they're in Arabia, and she's blonde, and her name is Melissa.
And she likes baseball.
It's pretty insane.
Oh boy.
I don't want to give away anymore, but it's pretty hilarious, and the people playing the game and commentating on it are pretty good too.
What was this? I had to step away for a sec.
It's this game called Arabian Nights, which I thought was like some bad version of Prince of Persia, but oh my gosh. You need, I want to show you, well, I want you to see the jump animation for it.
Oh, I'm sure it's fantastic.
Oh, it's out of this world. He does like a twist vault to the side,
Yes.
and it's like very stiff and so
Oh,
funny.
it's one of those games where they prioritized animation fidelity over like a fun game.
Something, I don't know, it's just weird.
We really want a smooth animation that takes like 2 seconds to do a jump.
Yeah, smooth
Then
is
you're in
not
the
what
air.
we call that.
Like flashback, you're waiting like 5 hours for you to climb up a ledge.
It's pretty insane.
I would
Oh, yeah.
like a boomerang.
You can fall into that giant jar and get fairies.
Yes, I could.
Alright, I'll be back in a bit.
Alright.
Instead, I'll just be in a stupid conveyor belt where it's a trap.
Oh, right.
Who thought this room was a good idea?
The designer.
Oh god damn it. Well, that's just plain rude.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's
I was
right.
thinking there were no hammer things in here.
I forgot that you needed the hammer.
That's now I'm angry. I mean, it might just be trash, but
Damn it. Yeah, well, this dungeon's not quite a bust, because I can still try to defeat blind.
well, there's still one chest in the prison. At least I think there is.
I should probably use my funds to buy some potions. Just a thought.
This would really suck if you didn't have the blue mail.
Is this real? Apparently the White House doctor said about Donald Trump, "Some people have great genes. I told the president that if he had a healthier diet over the last 20 years, he might live to be 200. He has incredible genes, I just assume." I'm like, whatever.
I just assume.
Yeah, his genes, they're great. What the crowd didn't know is that he was actually talking about the pair of jeans that he was wearing in a photo op. I don't know. This is just whatever. Reality isn't reality anymore.
Reality
Speaking of
satire.
reality not being reality, I'm looking at a news article from a few minutes ago saying that New California is declaring independence from California. and it's highlighting a sizable portion of the state.
New California? That's hilarious. What is it, just the Silicon Valley part?
It's like a large
Just make a floating
coastal
island.
region.
Holy snap, that's huge.
Like, is this just like 10 people in a basement, I guess?
I was offered some ice cream, but it's a bit too cold to really scoop it yet, so
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'll go get it in a few minutes.
Sometimes I do the hot water trick. Where you put
Yeah,
hot...
it's still not.
That is some solid ice cream.
Yep. It's dulce de leche or whatever the hell.
So, the other thing the doctor said about Trump is, like, he released some of his, exam details, saying that he's, 6'3", 239 pounds. It's interesting to note that if he were 1 pound more, he would be considered obese for his height.
Yep.
Really?
Fun.
Well, I got the silver arrows now.
Oh.
Oh.
Did they actually do, like, more damage?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, now you can take on werewolves.
Yes.
Bring back the silver arrows. Make solid green.
Shit.
Oh, you know what song just came out? It's a Danganronpa song.
From the first game?
Yeah, it's the tune that plays right before class trial starts, and
Oh,
Makoto's
that's
like, he's like monologuing to himself.
That's
A
like
deadly
my
class trial.
that's like my favorite song. It also plays when you find like a body.
Yeah, it's freaking great.
I just heard that 2 nights ago, but unfortunately the circumstances were not happy.
No,
So I
they're
can-
never happy. Yeah,
Well-
you dead body.
Well, there's some people I'm like, if they were killed off, whatever. And one of those happened. But then it's like, guess what? And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, man. It's freaking great tune. Just
It
gets you
is.
pumped up.
It does. It's definitely good music for going into a high.
I also really love the tune that plays while you're during the little planning phase where you can look at your skill bullets and all that, whatever they're called. Like right before it starts.
Oh yeah, the one where you do it like you set your skills and stuff.
Yeah, it's really quiet, but it's like, and it takes a long time to get started too. But
That one's pretty good. I think all of the music in that game I find to be pretty good, but all the stuff that's like associated with like the dead people and investigation and class trial parts is just so awesome. And my friend sent me one from V3. He's like, you need to listen to this song. And I did. I think it's for like the Scrum debates or whatever. It's
Oh.
really good too.
yeah, I don't know if V3's music has been added to Google yet. Let's see. Danganronpa. Oh, it has. What? There's what? It's broken out. It's broken into 2 different albums apparently.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's really annoying. Well, I don't actually take the whole soundtrack though, because there's a lot of tunes that I don't really feel like listening to.
Yeah.
Like the free time stuff, I could really just not bother with that. You know, like the free time song in the first game, it just sounds like royalty free. Like,
Yeah.
like shut up. I want to hear
Yeah, I
you.
know what you're talking about.
I don't need to be listening to that in my free time. Makoto can, but I don't want to.
He's, but he doesn't talk
What?
about trees.
Maybe they'll give us more tree biology.
No, they're just still Japanese.
Yeah, there could be like a tree quiz, just like Banjo-Kazooie had a quiz.
You have to know the difference between the xylem and the phloem.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's gross. That nose. Ugh. Ugh. Which song?
That class trial song. I think I have it liked so I don't have to like look through spoilery material.
I guess you could do swirl. Alice? Oh,
If
God.
I could find the stupid book or the Pegasus Foods or something, I could probably actually do something. Oh, my potions.
In desperate need of literature.
Alright, now I can hopefully not die.
Oh, that's a good deal on a shield. Hell yeah.
Better than the crap you get in the first game.
I like how the shields in First Zelda have crosses on them, establishing the Christian god in the canon of Zelda.
Maybe they just really worship, I don't know, crucifying people. in
They're
their
really into Mormon Jesus specifically.
The heliums come from the planet Kola. Or whatever it is that Mormon Jesus comes from.
The best thing to come out of that whole Mormon thing is the song Mormon Jesus. That's a good song.
I'm not familiar with it.
Basically YouTube poop. Let's see if I can find it.
I just know the South Park one.
Alright.
Oh god, I found it. it's actually damn it.
You could technically get into Ice Palace.
It's so bad.
I can't, because I need the flippers.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, right. I guess you do.
Or figure out how to do that glitch that lets me swim.
This game is brutal right now. And it's like hard to beat blind, just because you get one damage.
Well, it sucks that I have to go back into that prison area and go grab her again. Or have to work her,
I wonder if that ice cream will be ready. If it will be melted sufficiently.
Then I gotta remember how to get to that room I actually need to go to.
You can't touch Mormon Jesus.
It's really dumb and it's really old.
Oh.
It's probably best to not to listen to it not in a call because someone like took a bunch of voice clips from some old Mormon Jesus like informational cartoon.
I've seen that cartoon. Oh my god. Yeah. I'll watch that later then.
I wonder how old it is because that video is a re-upload because it got taken down and that was uploaded in 2009. So the guy posted the entire lyrics. I say lyrics, but they're not really lyrics. YouTube poop music video.
Get over here.
I like how you can throw things through the prison wall. The bars. It's actually kind of nice touch.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get that ice cream now. Be back.
Best of luck.
Don't be disappointed. Ice cream always takes longer.
Unless it's summer, I guess.
My optometrist.
My optometrist said I have vision. Wow.
But she's blind.
Apparently not. Respect the lore, my friends.
Man, this guy seriously does damage.
Stop moving! God damn it! Ugh.
I hate this boss. I'm so bad at fighting it.
Ouch.
I need more health. I don't know how to get. Alright, so
The only
anybody
the only
know how
other
to do
dungeon I can think of is like that you can get into. I guess it's Swamp Palace.
that? No, because I need one of those medallions.
What? Did they change that?
I think you always did.
No, not like the Misery Mire one, but
The one,
Oh, you mean
Just- Swamp Palace, the sewer.
I think
yeah.
you need flippers.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck!
yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh my god!
Because I
What
was
about
thinking
like
of that one earlier.
what about when you go in there? You can. There's a couple treasures you can get without the flippers.
I think I already got it.
Damn.
If anyone knows how to do that glitch, I could probably try and get over that bridge.
I have no idea.
I've never heard of it until one. The other day.
I'm not Andy. I'm not cool.
You're not hype.
Isn't this a portal? Nope.
So you got the mushroom. Lost Words.
Yeah, that was just
Oh.
Did you do the waterfall fairy?
no, because I need the flippers for that.
Oh.
Oh, this is
You went to the old man in the cave.
Did you go all the way through the tunnel behind the throne? Because there's like a locked door that you stopped at.
I want to say that this is the area where
I
you can
think-
drop in from.
I think it does just go to the sanctuary, but I'm like trying to think. Because the tunnel, yeah, the tunnel behind the throne is supposed to go to the sanctuary. I feel like there might be one chest. I might be wrong. You did the minigame with like the maze, the fences.
Yeah, that was just arrows.
And you did the bottle location in Kakariko.
Yep.
Can you do... No, you can't do the blacksmith sword. Avoid snowing.
You got the chest in the bar.
Yeah.
Or the sick. Yeah, I don't know. I just really.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what else.
Wow, you can cheat.
Cheating.
So you can't use the glitch just anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Unless there are a few chests you can get to in the swamp sewer place, but I don't think so.
So I know, like, the light world version of it is just a room. There might be a
Yeah.
chest in there.
I remember Neko did that though.
And I think even in the dark world version, I think you can get maybe one chest. I seem to remember in the run, like, they would get in there before they had the flippers, just to get something.
I don't know if you can... I don't think you can get that big bomb to the ferry in the wall. I'm not sure if you can do that yet.
Yeah, because you need, like, 2 specific crystals.
Oh. Well,
It's kind of annoying, like, because you actually need crystals that would normally be at the Ice Palace in Leisure. Of course, they can be anywhere.
yeah, of course.
It's kind of annoying they're considered separately. Like, I suspect that's what the red crystals on the map are.
So that ice cream was a paradox, man. It was simultaneously too hard to scoop properly, but also melting.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna try that glitch because I might end up taking damage and that soft slots the game apparently.
Nice. Also, the cone had a little hole at the bottom, so it was like leaking out. I had to use paper towel, make sure. And spill it everywhere. It was good ice cream though, aside from
I've already been in here.
being terrible at being ice cream.
Well, at least the taste was good.
Did anything important happen?
Nope.
Nice.
Kind of like out of ideas of chests.
I looked at a map, and I'm pretty sure you've done all of them that you can. So.
Like, I'm still thinking about we left the locked door in the escape tunnel. Yeah, but like, there might be a chest in there, but
It's possible.
I don't know if they changed the tunnel in the randomizer. Maybe I know it's in the base game. It's supposed to go to the sanctuary.
Well, it still goes to the same place. I just don't know what's in the chest.
I think it might just be like in the base game. It's like trash room. I don't really know.
Where do I get a key there now?
It's all. Oh, were you out of keys?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, maybe they intentionally not did that. That's weird. Did you go to the desert?
Yeah, I've been to the desert.
It's hot.
Actually, I think there's an area I couldn't bomb yet, so I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, 'cause there's like a cave.
Although I think I might have gotten that too.
No.
Alright, what am I doing? I can just fucking fly there.
I'm guessing you went in those two caves already.
I wonder how small this place would feel if it was like recreated in Breath of the Wild's engine.
I already got that.
You could like throw your axe across the whole desert. Oh, what did you talk to the guy? I think he gives you a thing.
I did talk to him, but he just mentioned something about a fish dinner he had.
That's good.
In the desert?
Nope, he has different dialogue.
Times are
this
tough,
time.
man.
This dialogue is different.
Oh my god.
Maybe it was a different old man that has said something about a fish dinner.
Who writes this?
I am behind something. Once I fought in this cave so bad, all the jazz hands guys ran away and hid in the sand. Okay.
This is an Ian McKellen voice.
Thanks, old man.
Alright, with that book I can't get there. There's a bomb capacity upgrade there.
Okay, wait,
Yeah,
what if you
Link,
go...
learn to read?
If you go back to, like, the place between the desert and the swamp, where there was a... What am I trying to say? Because there was... I don't know, there was a couple caves, I guess they were open already. I'm just wondering if maybe there was a bombable wall in one of them.
I think one up here is just a ferry.
I don't remember the +5 bomb sprite.
Yeah, they didn't have it, because, you only get capacity upgrades directly from the Wishing Fairy or the Rupee Fairy or whatever.
Oh, so they made a new one just for that.
Yeah, and she doesn't, like, give you a sprite, she just increases your thing.
Right.
I guess they made it.
all I
Let's
to do
have a
is
cup
take
of
the
tea.
bomb and, I know I talked to this guy.
What about there's like the staircase? Oh.
Cool. Take his money.
Oh man, this is crazy. Okay, what if you go to the Dark World version of the swamp, but then go down south and like around the bottom of the map?
If I can find a way there.
I think there's at least one. Oh right, there's no portal. Or there is, but you need the hammer. Okay. Man, this game is fucking nuts.
Be nice if you had anything.
Well, yes.
I believe a picture of this bridge is on the back of the GBA case. I don't know why I remember that.
That's a pretty random thing.
Gorons are really weird though.
I'm not sure if those are Gorons.
Oh, they're probably like Golons or whatever. Just like there's Zoras and Zolas.
Nice. My favorite Golon is Dalunia.
I just mix up the names of all the named Gorons in canon because they're all the fucking same thing.
I like the Gorons. They're like genuinely a unique creature. Like, there's nothing else like them in fiction.
They're pretty cool.
A lot of other fictional creatures in fantasy is like, oh, it's the cat people. It's the fish people.
Like the ones that are there's like a trio in Breath of the Wild and they're like obsessed with like working out and stuff.
Yeah.
And the new DLC, like they're like they are talking about like mad gains and stuff. It's pretty fun.
It's awesome.
Or he says something like, "Oh, I can almost feel the gains." Oh, what if you jump down below the portal? I think. Oh, never mind. I think in the Light World version, I think you could jump down in a specific place.
Cool room. Bye. What? Yeah, those things pulsate faster when you're walking north.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That's
weird.
really strange.
Oh, it's both up and down, I guess.
You went in the cave down the mountains.
I wonder if that's the original game or if it's an emulator doing that.
What is this?
Nice.
He is smiling though.
I wrote a song, just a one. Okay.
What is that? Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Orb. No wonder he's getting kicked around.
So did you go in the cave at the bottom of the mountain here? Never mind. You've already been in it for a while. So many useless great berries.
Let's have a cup of tea.
I could go for some tea. Got some items. Mostly tea. That is so badly aligned there. What the hell?
Oh yeah. Sprite cut off.
I guess you're physically stuck now.
Yeah, there's a ROM hacking community out there that like absolutely despises like sprite clipping like that, where it doesn't loop properly, and they're very fierce when it comes to like ROM hacks that have graphical errors like that. I wonder what they have to say about A Link to the Past.
Well, I think that's enough for today.
Might need to just re-roll, honestly.
Yeah.